Yo, it's your boy Lasour Dioro, you heard? Yeah, right now you tuned in to my nigga, my brother, Bernardo and shit.
Yo, Bernardo, I smoke the pot and then I hit you with a frying pan, spitting revelations deeper than Leviathan. And yo, we living in the last days. They dropped the ball in New York and burned the lake to a blaze. Microphone check, 1 2 1 2. Mic check, 1 2 1 2. Hey yo, this is Nardesigns and I'm coming to you live from the Mobile Boutique, where we talk music, art, fashion, culture, and all that. You know what I'm saying? Happy Woo Wednesday. Sue to all my Woo affiliates across the globe. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the General Capadonna. Check out www.glfent.com for the merch and all the good updates. Now today we got a special guest. First female on the show, and I did want to let it be known that this is not just a hip hop platform. This is for everybody. I don't care if you sing, you dance, you rap, you act, you cook, you sew, you clothing brand, whatever you got. Come on the platform and let's talk about it. You know what I'm saying? But today we got Gisela in the building.
This pain in my heart flip my day into dark. Don't know what to do. Can't get over you. You're the one to let me go. Didn't care to watch me walk out through that door. I lost you. Now I feel like a fool. I'm crying, screaming, falling, slipping into misery. There is a void without you, boy. This shit can't be real. Can't be real. I lied to your face. You down, got on your case. Don't know what to do. Can't seem to get over you.
You know what I'm saying? So how we doing today? What we got going on? Let's just rap and tape with you. You know what I'm saying? What you got cooking?
Well, I got a lot going on. Right now, I'm known as the national anthem singer out here in Massachusetts. So that's kind of the platform I'm running the hardest with right now. Besides that, I just dropped a song called Sky's the Limit. When I first started my journey, I typically did start in R&B, soul, and / hip hop. So right now, I'm kind of like switching gears.
Oh, wow.
I wouldn't really know what to call it, alternative music or pop or whatnot. But I'm still kind of tapped in with the R&B hip hop. I'm still open for collaborations and doing all that type of stuff.
So what did you start with? You started with writing and rapping, or you just went straight in for the singing?
As far as the whole music thing, it started when I was a teenager. I actually had signed with at the time was Sporty Thieves, and they're from Yonkers, New York City. So yeah, I came straight out of boot camp, and I had a sergeant named Miss Martinez, who put me onto them. She knew them, and when I came out of there, she linked us up. I did a demo with them, and it just kind of went from there. But at that time I was real young, and my mom didn't feel like it was something that I was ready for, so I tapped out of it. A couple of years went by, I ended up in this state and tapped right back into music again.
So where are you from originally?
Originally from New York, Brooklyn, New York.
New York, shout out to Medina. I'm from Brownsville originally.
Oh, East New York,
you know what I'm saying? Yup, B-Seps, you know what I'm saying? Low lives, all that. You know what I'm saying? I grew up in all that, you know what I'm saying? Straight up and down. But yo, glad to have you on the show. So the national anthem is the thing that I first saw. You know, the first thing I saw was that, singing the national anthem. Like, what was the first time that you did that, and how did that come about?
Well, it all started from my TikTok. So I think my hardest platform is the TikTok. And this guy just hits me up and he goes, "Hey, I got this wrestling league going on and we're looking for a national anthem singer." I guess it's not something typically that he did, or if most wrestling leagues do it or not. And he said, "You're funny on TikTok." He goes, "But I didn't know you could sing." So he's like, "I've been following you." He's like, "How would you feel about that?" I was like, "Yeah, so I tapped in and I did it, and now it's just been running with it."
So what you mean funny? Like you got a little comedy relief?
Yeah, I impersonate other people's sounds and stuff like that, and a lot of people think I'm funny actually.
No doubt, no doubt. So we got to get a little sample of everything that you do in the interview here. You know what I'm saying? But that national anthem thing, and then you got 4th of July coming up. Are you going to be singing anytime soon between now and then?
I have something that I'm working on. Actually, a couple of gigs. It's kind of like not a yes, not a no. Just waiting to see if I can slide up in there. I'm trying to tap into basketball, boxing, UFC, more wrestling leagues. For the 4th of July, the people that do the Connecticut River fireworks, they have emailed me back. They reached out to me, but unfortunately, they have someone that already does something annually.
Right.
But if that person it can't be available for this year or even next year, I'll be able to tap into that. So that'd be a great opportunity too. Everybody comes out from all the states to go to that spot.
That's what's up. I gotta pop in there one good time. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's what's up though. So give everybody your handles, how to break down your name, say your name, Gisela Knicks. It's not like the Knicks.
Yeah, I always gotta tell you.
Shout out to the Knicks, you know what I'm saying? We doing our thing right now. Yo, listen, man.
Yeah.
We gotta see it all the way through. We gotta see it all the way through. What has been like 27, 28 years or whatever the case may be. 27 years.
It's a long time.
That's a long time, but we here though. I don't got my Knicks colors on today, but you're gonna see me with my Knicks colors on soon. I got Knicks right there representing. You know what I'm saying? Big to see games. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, give them your handles real quick, Gisela.
So you could Gisela Knicks. You could look me up on YouTube, Gisela Knicks. Same thing on TikTok, Gisela Knicks. Same thing on Instagram, AK_Gisela. Not Knicks, but just Gisela. And you could definitely catch me on Facebook on Gisela Knicks too. So.
All right, can you spell it out for them?
Gisela, Gisela as an apple, and Nyx, Nyx, after the Greek goddess Nyx.
Okay. After the Greek goddess
I'm
Nyx.
into Greek mythology, so
Okay, you might get somebody to open up a book or go do some research. I'm gonna go research that.
Yeah, go. And, y'all find out why my name is Nyx.
Yeah, exactly. So I see you in black a lot. Is that like you just wear black? I just happen to wear black too. We was in sync early.
So I know back in the days they call it gothic, as you say, but now this young generation calls it emo. So that's kind of my thing. It's always been my style.
But the emo thing is short for emotion, right? Or emotional.
That's a good question. I have no idea.
That was my first take on it when I heard this, the emo generation. So I'm like, emotional?
I mean, it makes sense. I am very emotional, so it makes sense. So.
Right.
Now it's going to give me something to go back home and, research on.
So I'm a fashion guy, and I'm very much into fashion since like day one of my life. And I grew up in, the low life era, trying to just get any kind of polo we could get, whether we was taking it or buying it. Then my aunt is a fashion person that makes patterns and stuff. She gave me a job when I was like in my early 20s. So I worked in the fashion district. So I'm very much into fashion. Like, what's your fashion? Like, what do you like? Who do you like? What brands you like? Or do you have your own brand?
Well, that's the thing. I'm not really a brand person.
Okay.
I just kind of go with what. Like, if it was up to me, I would just design my own clothes.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to get at. Do you have your own labels or anything
no,
like that?
I would like to work on that. That's something I would definitely like to work on in the future. So
well, you're in one of the right places for acting. This is what we do.
Right.
I'm Nardesigns. You know what I mean? Like, talk to me. We could get something going. But yeah, so fashion, you just basically wear what you like, pretty much.
Pretty much, I'm into chains and all black and anything that's dark and mysterious and
Yeah, so you like
yeah,
the
I actually
metals.
bought the hat on Amazon and custom made it myself. So
Okay.
Yeah, you can
See,
like
that's what I was
take
trying to
pieces
get
and
at.
stuff.
You,
Yeah.
I'm peeping the style. I'm like,
Yeah.
is that something you bought or something you put together?
Yeah, because I could do both. There's some things that I buy online, and I buy pieces. I can remove it, put it back on. But I've had people like, man, that looks dope. Like, did you do that yourself? And I'm like, well, if it's something I could get into, why not? Like,
No doubt, no doubt. So, what projects have you dropped already? Like, what do you have out there that they could go research, look for?
well, on YouTube, I just dropped my song "Sky's the Limit," so that's a pretty
Yeah, you did say that.
positive, impactful song. And as you see, my guy Nelson is here, so we're working on a documentary on, my struggling artist life, as you could say, and we're definitely tapped into events and opportunities that have come in my way, and we have someone that we're gonna work with, who's someone I'm going to pretty much help with music and get them on their own path of music as well. So that's in the making right now. It's gonna probably take about a year.
Yeah,
so,
everything takes time. You can't rush the dream. You just gotta hold on to the dream and take the necessary steps. Don't try to skip steps.
Yeah.
A lot of people skip steps. All that's gonna do is prolong the time that you're gonna reach your destination.
Yeah, everybody's always in a rush. It's like that's why when he wanted to do this documentary, this is a good way to show people an insight of the necessary steps, and whether you make it, whether you don't make it, this is not something that happens overnight for nobody.
Right, exactly. So you gotta just stay on the path. If you keep taking pit stops, or you take a left over here, right over there, now it's just gonna take longer to get there. Just stay on the path. We drop jewels here on this show.
And stay consistent and never give up.
Absolutely stay consistent, never give up. So anything you want to talk about, so before we get more in depth about any particular situation or project you want to talk about, anything you want to advertise?
Oh yeah, check me out on Clovers. That show is when? That is June
19th.
June 19th, Clovers in Holyoke. Right?
Holyoke, Mass.
Yeah, I'll be actually performing for the first time my song "Sky's the Limit" that day. So be out there. Come on out and check me out, and all the other amazing artists as well. So.
No doubt. Shout out to the Clover. Shout out to DJ Niz.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? What they got every Friday?
Every Friday.
Over there. On High Street. What's the address?
104 High Street, Holyoke, Mass.
104 High Street. Yep. Check out Gisela Nicks out there. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be the first time she's going to perform that song. So we want to, support that.
That's right.
Yes,
Word up, straight up and down. But that's what we're here to do. This is Nardesigns. This is the Mobile Boutique, and we'll be right back after these messages and our sponsor.
And don't forget, check out the Mobile Boutique with Nardesigns, know what I'm saying? One of the ambassadors of GLF. You know how we keep it, you know what I'm saying? It's all about design on the mind. You know what I mean? So yeah, come out, show them what it's all about. Do the hokey pokey and turn yourself around. Let's go. So see what it is.
Alright, so for this part of the segment, you know what I'm saying, at the Mobile Boutique, we like to get a little bit more in depth with the artists that we talking to, you know what I'm saying? And today we got Gisela Nicks in the building, you know what I'm saying? And she's going to get a little bit more in depth about any particular project or part of her journey. And, she's just going to tap us in right now. We're going to rapitate about that.
Yeah, so I got my guy Nelson Molina. He's actually the guy that did my first music video, Like a Fool. You can also check that out on YouTube as well.
Okay. What's called? Like a Fool?
Like a Fool.
All right.
Written by me. Beats came from Jersey. So my musical journey, as far as it starting out in New York City and then crossing over here, a part of the documentary is also kind of showing, as a struggling artist, and me also being able to tap in and show people that it wasn't an easy process and an easy path. I didn't get all the help that I needed out here like the way I thought I would. So I have a lot of my sources are in New York City, Boston, Connecticut, Jersey.
Yeah, you gotta spread out. You can't just keep everything in one little bean. You know what I mean? No pun intended by bean. Bean town and shit. Boston. Shout out to Boston. Shout out to Springfield. Shout out to the Apple, New York, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to the Garden State, Jersey. We got to spread out, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to LA, California, everybody from everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Wu-Tang, we're going to do the North American tour starting in September.
Okay.
We're going to be back spinning around the U.S., tearing it up. You know what I'm saying? So look out for that in September with Bone Thugs and Harmony as the opening act. You know what I'm saying? Last time we toured with Run the Jewels. We toured with Run the Jewels, and that was epic. Before that, we toured with Nas, and that's where this hat came from. The Nas and the Wu-Tang, you know what I'm saying? And De La Soul, shout out to them, Strong Island. But yeah, man, you gotta spread it out.
Yeah,
you gotta
I'm
state
that's
to
the
state.
best way.
Get overseas too, like get some connects overseas to
Even
start
better.
dipping out there, sending your stuff out there. Canada, you know what I'm saying? Try to get out to Canada. Any little connects you could get it out there, because one little area,
It's
might
I
not
always
get the
tell people
support here
don't
like
stay
that.
stuck in a box, you know.
Don't.
And I think that's what helped me because I didn't get the help that I needed out here. It forced me to spread myself out anyways. So it was a struggle, but at the same time it was motivation. So yeah.
Nice.
Shout out to the Pillage Apparel store. We opened up a store in April. You know what I'm saying? It's doing very well right now. Pillage Apparel. And get the GLF and the Angry Elephant. Shout out to Heck. Word. But yeah, that's where we at with it. You know what I mean? So get more in depth about, that story that we into.
Yeah, so a part of that documentary, like I said, I it's not something I've been announcing or telling people online about it, but it's gonna take about a year for the project to come out. So it's not just showing my struggling, process, but anything that I'm pretty much tapped into, like even this, for example, my guy's here and he's documenting this as well. So it's motivating when you reached out to me and he asked me about it, and I said, that's a pretty good idea. And I like to always tap into different things. Right. So once he said documentary, I was like, what? Let's do that. That's something new. That's something,
Yeah, documentaries is
that's
good.
That's the thing nowadays too, So everybody taps into that.
All this, like, we got to sit down, we got to talk, we got to show things. What it is that you do. People want to see more into it rather than just hear the music and see a video.
Yeah.
They want to see your journey, your walk, like how you moving out here.
Basically, it's like the last event I did when I did the national anthem at the Wrestling League, New Order Wrestling. Shout out to Dave. He had his camera guy come, and it's kind of like a lot of people always ask me questions. Hey, when you do it, like, what goes on backstage, and what's this and this and that. So the guy was able to go back there and document the wrestlers, the wrestlers, and just the process of how that goes about. So that was something that I wanted to show people, backstage, and everything that goes on, and how I go about it, and so.
So the wrestling thing, like, okay, is it just like locals wrestling, or are they wrestling for like real titles and stuff like that?
It's local wrestling for titles. I don't really know politic wise how that really goes. I haven't like tapped into that.
Like,
but
they getting belts and things like that.
I've seen them get belts, right? Catastrophe knows it.
It's like indie. It's locals, but it's indie. It's real belts, and they do, come out and perform for us. It's just local guys. So not only support local music and businesses, support local wrestling also, because wrestling is tied to entertainment. Which is music, football, any type of sport is tied with music. So
yeah, I've been seeing it. I actually was at one.
It's getting more and more trending out here. It's more popular with the wrestling. Yeah.
I think it was like years ago, like 10 years ago, maybe. At the I don't know if it's the same thing because it was in the Eastfield Mall.
Yes, that was one of them.
Could
The
be
New
PVP,
Age Wrestling. You was right about that.
Yeah.
It used to be in Eastfield Mall.
Okay.
And that's where I first got in depth with the local guys.
Right.
And some of them from New York, New Jersey. Now they went back to New Jersey. But from that one, I picked up maybe 4 or 5 other events from there. Just people listening to music, like coming in. He listens to DMX, whatever, so he continues to spit the verse after it stops, and I'm like, check out my music. I do hip hop, you know what I'm saying? And then everywhere I go, people just be like, Katas is a rapper, and then that's how I met Gisela Nix, was at the Now event.
Met at the wrestling
it
league.
was over. Once I heard that
had
national
the
anthem,
first
it
one
was
in,
over, man.
Windsor, Connecticut. So that was the first time I went out there. It was at Nomads Adventure, and I never even been there before.
It was
so
dope.
I did that, and then another wrestling league reached out to me, and then I did that one too, ODA. So I actually sent a lot of my footage to WWE. A lot of these places, they email me back, but unfortunately, a lot of them are like, you got to build a stronger resume. I just started doing that.
Okay.
So as time goes by and I pick up more gigs, let's see where that goes.
Let me ask you, I'm gonna just put you on the spot real quick. I just decided I'm gonna drop an EP right before the 4th. Can you do like a acapella on it?
What you mean, like?
Like, just do give me an acapella, like, it's for the 4th of July. It's called Explicit USA. It's in honor of my first rap group when we was kids. And I just wanted to take like remnants of songs and things that we had back in the day and just bring it up to nowadays and use all the production from my producer and DJ from back then. But it's called Explicit USA, and I'm gonna drop it on the 4th of July. And I just need like a acapella basically to like open it up, open the tape up.
So when you say that,
like
I feel like just sing anything right now? Or
No, not sing anything, but having to do with like
the 4th.
Yeah,
Independence
like
about the
Day.
date.
It's the 250th anniversary of the country. Not that we get all into all of that, but it's just basically something to embellish the tape with. You know what I mean? Like a garnish
You
over
have to
there.
give me an example.
Like basically like it's independence. It's the birth of America.
We'll figure something out.
Yeah,
because
yeah,
I know
we'll
that-
figure
I
that
know-
out.
I know they
What I
got
would say
multiple
would be like
songs out there
your
that
opinion
represent that
on
kind of
it,
stuff.
but don't
I
get
just
too
want to
political.
incorporate
Just
something
talk about
instead of sampling
US,
something.
kill it with
Just
your
have something
vocals
live
and
on
keep
there.
it more
That's
consistent.
real. 'Cause I was gonna
about
just
the
sample
birthday.
something.
Simple.
Like all that We the
fireworks,
People
everything,
stuff
the
and-
grilling. That's just
I don't
the
know.
the celebrity. That's just the
We'll figure it
festivities
out, but I
and
figure since you
celebration
sing
of
the
it.
national anthem, like you might know something, but we could just dig around.
Yeah, I gotta
and-
tap into that. I mean, because they even
Figure
told
it
me about
out.
even the Spanish version, and I was like, I don't even know that. So there's so much I gotta like
Listen,
learn from it. You know?
You just add on. That's
Yeah.
it. Before you know, you add on all the bricks, you're gonna have a house. You know what I'm saying? You keep building.
Foundations.
Keep
is
building.
really starting.
So the other question I wanted to ask you: where do you draw your inspirations from?
Ooh. We're talking artist wise, like.
I mean, we was talking about Michael Jackson over there.
Oh, of course, Michael
you
Jackson
know,
is a huge
people
impact
that-
in my life. You know, that's why I did my first video the way I did. I like everything pretty much cinematic. So that's kind of like,
Pass me that.
working with
Yes,
Nelson
sir.
is awesome because he's into that type of stuff too. So, movies,
Yeah,
it's
shout
Michael
out to the
Jackson's
King
thing.
of Pop. Yo, listen, man. You know what I'm saying? What is it? June, right? So June 25th is when we lost Mike, right?
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So that's right around the corner. And the movie was a lot of people criticizing it and this and that. Yeah, nah, there was no Janet in there. There was no one of the brothers, I think, not Marlon, the other one. Well, the youngest brother, I think he didn't want to be in there, whatever the case may be. There was no reference to Diana Ross and stuff like that. But these people didn't want to sign off on it, but it still made for a good movie if you just take it for what it's worth and the artistry of it and the music and his process into making the music and stuff like that. So it really wasn't all about everybody, being involved in the kind of movie that they want to see and want to see the negativity or see him in court or anything like that. It's not about none of that. It's a
Facts.
celebration.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? We gotta how you say, because they tried to throw dirt on his name and they didn't find nothing on the man. Like if he was guilty of something, then do that. But he
Facts.
was acquitted of all charges, so let that be. You know what I'm saying?
He's just too powerful of a man. That's
Yeah,
just what it was.
I mean, Mike inspired all of us, and still to this day. And they talking about Drake breaking records and stuff like
that's
that.
not
Like,
compared
come
to Michael.
on. If you was doing stuff since the 60s, 70s, and the 80s, and nobody's come close to your catalogs or none of that, but it's taking 40, 50 years for people to break these, that's nothing, man. And it was in a time when you had to go to the store.
Yeah.
Physically spend money, get on the line,
Yeah.
and buy something and take it. Now all you gotta do is open up your phone and everything is right there. That's a whole different
Mind you,
time.
Michael Jackson's still trending, and he's not even here.
Exactly.
He's trending on everywhere. on the
Still to this
platforms.
day, absolutely.
Even my kids know who Michael Jackson
My
is.
kids too. I took my kids to see the movie. They had a million questions, and then the week after that, I'm like hearing in their rooms.
Yeah, that's my kids too.
I'm like, yo, they playing Michael Jackson music. And they knew the Thriller. You know, the Thriller come out every Halloween and stuff like that.
You're not gonna find an artist like that.
Nah,
after generations after generation.
Yeah, he was. There's nobody going to top.
Like I was actually in the movie singing some of the songs from the Jackson 5 brothers. Like, shh,
All of that,
I'm going
Jackson
word for word loud.
Right,
you know me.
right.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm a big Michael Jackson fan.
Yeah, he
So you got
definitely-
Mike. Who else? I know you gotta love Prince too.
No, of
right?
course. Why
Purple,
Prince?
You know what I'm saying? We always got the purple in our. Shout out to Ghostface Killer for the coffee.
Yeah, representing
You know
purple
what
like
I'm
that
saying?
too.
Straight up
Purple
and down.
rain.
So you got
Yeah.
Mike, you got Prince. Who else? You could go with any genre you want. You could go
Selena
R&B,
Quintanilla,
rap.
who is a Mexican actually singer artist.
Selena.
So she was a Mexican artist that she reminded me a little bit of myself because when she started, she didn't know Spanish. So I'm not heavy in the Spanish language. So her music actually helped me learn how to sing Spanish. So even though I don't be understanding half the words I be saying, but
So how you say the name? Selena what?
Selena Quintanilla.
Quintanilla.
Yeah.
Go look that up. So you got
Yeah.
Selena
R.I.P. She
Quintanilla.
passed obviously.
Oh
you know.
yeah. R.I.P. Mike. R.I.P. Prince.
All
R.I.P.
the greats,
Selena.
all the greats.
Who
You
else
got
we
three
got?
then.
Who else on your
Ooh,
list?
and we want to take it back.
You can give me. People
Tony
normally
Braxton,
do like five.
Deborah Cox,
Tony
wow,
Braxton,
Anita
Deborah
Baker.
Cox. Anita Baker.
Wow.
That's my auntie. That's my auntie.
Okay.
She don't know me, but that's my auntie. Anita Baker. I
I've
love
been one
Anita
always
Baker.
tapping into
Shaka
music
Khan,
ahead of my
too.
time. Shaka
Yeah.
Khan, of course, ain't nobody.
Ain't nobody.
So you know, I've since I was young, I've always tapped into music like ahead of my time. Like
Right.
we're talking Diana Ross, like I could go obviously way
Ross,
back.
she
So
got hits.
you know, and then I got other different types of musical tastes, like you know, Billy Idol, you know, Bon Jovi, and there's a lot of
Ooh.
you know stuff like that. For lyrics wise, you know, people like that motivated me.
But Bon Jovi, did he sing "I'm a Cowboy"?
No, he sang.
was
Ooh,
Kid Rock.
Kid Rock.
I thought Kid Rock did that.
On it,
No, he
Unless
sang
there was one before that.
"Living on a Prayer." Oh,
Living on a prayer. Living on a prayer. Ah, yeah. I
Unless
think
there
all
was
that
one
Bon
before that.
Jovi, but yeah. I love that music too. I don't be really knowing all the names to them, but I just love the music.
Yeah.
You know what
I'm
I'm saying?
tapped into all music,
Yeah,
you know,
all
country,
music.
Shania Twain, all that. So
Yeah.
that's always been my thing.
Word up. So what's that, like a top 10 right there?
Pretty much, cause I could go all day. So,
yeah,
but my
inspirations.
strongest ones, like I said, Michael, Prince, Selena, Tony Braxton, Deborah Cox, Kelly Price.
Mm.
Those are the kind of heavy hitters
Price.
right there, and very underrated
Yeah.
musicians that you know.
Yo,
helped me get
listen,
through.
man. I just came from the Roots picnic out in Philly. I was there Saturday and Sunday.
I seen something like that on
And it's
Facebook.
like, yo, listen.
How was
What
that?
you doing there, yo?
Just being in Philly. Like, I lived in Philly for like 9 months back in '96. So for me, it was even surreal because this is 30 years later. You know, I was 20 years old back in '96, and I was out there, and the vibes is just like, it's like a New York cousin. You know what I'm saying? It's like you got New York, you got Philly, you got Chicago. It's like there's
Shout out
certain
Chicago.
things about these places where music was born at, where they was having these cult sounds and stuff like that. Record labels just coming out, like the type of music that they was bringing, and then to see it in 2026 with the Roots, Jay-Z coming back outside, you know what I'm saying? Popping out with the big fro and everything.
Which you don't even be seeing him out there like that no more.
Nah,
So that
so
was
it's like Reasonable Doubt. It brought back a lot of memories because when I lived in Philly for those 9 months, I had moved in with my DJ because, like I said, the explicit tape I'm gonna drop on the 4th. We moved to Philly because they was going to Temple University. I was going to Fashion Institute, and then once I got out of school, I moved to Philly to be with them and make more music and you know, record, you know, with locals and stuff like that. We used to have sessions. I mean, they ran us out of there. They robbed us. They didn't like us New York kids.
Yeah, always hating out of New York.
Listen, we was taking their girls.
You hate so much.
I was out there hustling. They did not like us. They ran us out of there. But in the 9 months that I was out there, so dope. So dope. And then I came full circle 30 years later to go back to the Roots picnic, and it was just like amazing.
Nice.
And just seeing like Bilal was out there. You know, they brought Philly Freeway out there. They brought Jay-Z brought Beans out there. He brought Beans out there. Nice. He had Sullivan, Jasmine Sullivan or something like that.
She was there too. What?
Yeah, I was looking for Jill Scott.
Another one in my top 20. How about that? She's a part of that list too. Yeah, she's an amazing singer.
Yeah, but it's like just being there was just amazing. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. A lot of artists did their thing, and music live, like we gotta keep. I understand AI is doing what AI is doing.
Oh, that's ruining so much right now. Ugh.
It's gonna have its place, but we gotta keep the raw. You know what I'm saying? We gotta keep the real. We gotta keep that real to real. Like everything doesn't have to be all digitized and digital. Like we people. Like we real people. They want to make us into this.
Pretty much, though.
You know what I'm saying? They want us to be cyborgs. Before you know, we're gonna be Darth Vader's out here.
It's like
you have a spirit like Transformers in them. They got spirit, they got the spark in them, but they all mechanical and shit. They want to make us into that with these phones and Wi-Fi and everything else is going on. But we got to keep it together. We got to blend it. You know, we can't just go one way because we're gonna get lost. Like people don't even really like talk and build like how they used to.
Everybody was outside.
Everything's
texting,
you know, digital shit. Like we gotta get back. We gotta touch each other.
There's no feelings no more. There's no more. There's no feelings no more.
Yeah, we gotta touch each other. We gotta be out here and be face to face and eye to eye.
And people want quick stuff.
Yeah, everything fast.
Everything like we said earlier, everything doesn't happen overnight. Things
takes time.
Like I appreciate all the platforms because it gets out around the world, but you still gotta get out there.
That's why I said both gotta work together. Like we could do the AI, but we gotta keep it biological.
I like that. BI, excuse me.
AI and BI, we gotta keep that together.
BI.
So, yeah.
Okay, like the bloodline, AB, AI, BI. We're gonna do a shirt like that. AI dash BI. That's
it's
my
like
bloodline.
It's like even writing music nowadays. I don't know if it's AI or what people got going on, but you know, we're gonna do that also in a documentary. We're gonna help a young lady know what it is to have her first time and experience in a studio.
Nice.
She wants to see what that is, and I'm gonna help her through writing a song, and you know, just so she could get the, because she has the inspiration of being an artist herself. But since I already have experience and all that, that would definitely help her out a lot, and you know, people will be able to see how someone could just start off like that. So, you know.
So when it comes to writing now, you gotta take care of business too. Publishing.
Yeah, the whole copyrights thing. That could be a little tricky.
You gotta have your copyrights. You gotta have your registration. You gotta do the business behind the work effort that you see everybody, you know, singing, rapping, doing whatever you're doing. But you writing. This is your how they call it? Your identification. What is it? There's a word for that. You know the word for that?
Your intellectual property.
Intellectual property. IP.
There you go.
There it is right there. Cover yourself, protect yourself, because the people that don't sing, rap, whatever, act, stuff like that, they know all of that stuff. And then you down here trying to get up there, and they have you sign something that's this thick, or whatever the case may be, and then they taking all your revenue.
Facts.
And they cutting you a small check. But you coming from wherever you coming from, you might not know where your next meal is coming from. So you're going to take that, and you're going to sign that. Get you a lawyer. Just talk to somebody.
Definitely do that. I had a bad experience like that too. I had a whole EP album ripped underneath me. So
see,
that's what happens. You don't protect yourself. You don't have a lawyer. You don't know what you're doing.
Protect your neck.
Yeah, there you go.
Straight up and down.
Protect your neck.
When I was young, I had to go get this BMI thing. I didn't know nothing about it. I had signed a little contract with Jag Entertainment. There was this guy. He was just so crooked. He just took advantage of us. You know, that probably messed up our whole thing when we was young, because we was coming up when like Mobb Deep and them was just getting on. Nas was in the studio. Granddaddy IU was already out. This is all going on around me when I was living in Hempstead. And me and my crew, we was trying to do our thing, but we didn't have business taken care of. So everything was just like flying by, and time, you know, we just throwing music out there left and right just for free, you know. But now it's like, nah, this is we own that. We own that. That's our IP right there. We own it. So we got
It's a lot of hard work.
Yeah,
like
it's
I
not
wrote
easy.
most of I write all my songs, but you know, there's times where people want to collaborate, and I kind of made that mistake in my EP album. So it's like I didn't have the 100% rights to a lot. So it was one of those things that I wasn't lawyered up. I thought I could trust these people, and that none of that worked out. So in this journey that I'm going through right now, I'm pretty much starting all over.
Yeah, listen, we all live.
As long as you don't stop, we got to start over and over and over. Just keep going.
Live and you learn. Everybody's journey is going to be different. You know, it's not the same for everybody, but we here and we're going to support you. You know what I'm saying? Check her out. Go to all her platforms. Follow her on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and get it going, and look out for her future endeavors.
Gisela Knicks. And remember, not the basketball team, but shout out to the Knicks.
Shout out to the Knicks. Let me show that real quick.
Here we go.
Boom. Yeah, we're going to wrap it up right here. Look out for the documentary coming soon. We're going to keep you updated on Gisela Knicks. Thank you for having me.
Okay.
No doubt. Shout out to the General Capadonna, www.glfent.com, and the Pillars of Power Store in Johnstown, PA. Peace. Nardesigns, Mobile Boutique, Gisela Knicks. She about to give us some beautiful sounds right about now. Hit it.
Rebuilt my heart from bottom to top. Tell me you want me. Ooh, baby, don't stop. It's been a long, long time. I felt this feeling. Sooner or later, my heart you're stealing. That's part of a song I got that I'm working on called Rebuilt My Heart. So I'll let y'all know when that comes out. So
all right, look out for that. You heard that? Beautiful sound. Beautiful sound. Yes. Check out Gisela Knicks. Peace.